so yeah, so I have the one-time offer for
well,
the
in essence,
thank
what
you.
you need is you want for that, you want more of like a video sales letter where you
Yes.
are, introducing who you are. I am the author of Beyond the Banks, where I help my clients get funding, this, and this. And it's either I do it with a personal consultation where you work directly with me, or I've even put together a course that shows you all about it, blah, blah, blah. Like something really simple, but moves them into the course opposed to needing to talk with you. So let's work on that one. We'll look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I think that,
so definitely a video sales letter. I did want to talk to you about doing like, if I should do like we had talked about this before, but like kind of like a 3 or a 5 day mini.
yeah.
A mini. So if I did like a 3 or 5 day little mini video thing.
Yeah. So for instance, and this is where a great method is for selling that course. So it could be a really great lead magnet where you say, this is who I am. This is what I do. I help my clients do this, this, and this. I've put together a free course to show you exactly what I do and how I do it. Boom, 3 videos. Then you sell the course. So they're getting robust content, right? Like you get that 3 little mini content pieces, and then you make the offer to the course. So it's almost like you're doing like a mini webinar, but instead it's more, which it could be also an automated webinar instead of doing like a mini course. But I think you'll get a better attraction in your industry if it's not about, let me go watch a webinar. Like I've kind of moved away from that style because of the quality of client that we've got, right? And so if you're positioning, I've put together a free instructional course. It's going to show you how you can, whatever that big outcome they could get. And then you do like a 3 to 4 video little course, and then you sell them the actual course. That's where you could really drive a lot of traffic. Like you could drive a lot of traffic that way, Jodi. So are you following me on that one?
Yeah. Because
like
that's how I signed up. I signed up for Dropship Lifestyle. I did this 10-day mini course, and by like day 3, I'm like, I'm just gonna do this. This is awesome.
Yep, exactly. And that's and they work really, really nicely. And I did my intro to sexy brand building course. In the beginning, I was going to make it free, and then I just started selling it with a consult because all my clients ended up being so high ticket. But it's a great method, especially if you want to send traffic there. So then I would do a VSL, goes into like a 3-day. It's either could be a 3-day video delivery in an email, or they go inside of a like a video series. In fact, I could show you something really quick, which I think we could duplicate for you, and you could probably go slightly gaga over if you give me 1 sec. This was one of my best video series, and let me just show you real quick. I just want to show you because I think it's exactly what you need. And because there we go. 2 seconds, let me just pull it up. Because we could film that here, Jodi. Like if you literally, there we go. Yeah, excellent. Let me just get it for you, babe. We could film this type of course here, and then now you've got, and in fact, I was considering editing it and making
This is Rhonda Swan,
and reusing it because it's so good. You guys remember this, right? So this is the funnel. It's literally an opt-in that says free video series, or free, not a video series, but free training on how to get this outcome, right? And so it's video 1, it's on a funnel. So they either walk through the funnel, they get it delivered on a daily basis. So this was a lot more produced. Took me 7 days to fully produce this with a producing team, but you don't need to do all that. So that's, it just comes down to the video itself. Let me just flip over. There we go. Here's video 2. So I go from the introduction. This is what we're up to. This is what we're doing. So you literally could do a really great face to camera, and it could be edited, but I think even the face to camera ones work so nicely. These were all films I had already had, so that's why we were able to put front ends on them. But then all I say, I'm going to teach you how to crack the code, right? And then
it was very powerful. So
I'm literally standing
really
on the whiteboard at the beach.
That was the very first thing that was shared with me.
And I just teach about the 3 steps of
$20 product,
building a freedom-preneur thing. And it was so super robust.
A system's supposed
and they got to download that day.
Foundational structure, right?
So, I mean, I teach for 30 minutes. It's all for free.
Businesses that you really connect with.
And then
because
from
then
here,
you get that information, you go
so it's all face to camera stuff, really quality. Sorry, it's just
styles of message they're using in their marketing. See, take all of it into consideration.
Switch over to the next page. And then I do the in front of the whiteboard. And then from the whiteboard, I then do a testimonial reel. Now I don't let them fast forward the testimonial reel because I want them to see it. So I just literally stood there, told them what it's about. These are the people that I've met with. You just watch this, you watch this. I taught you this. And now meet those that have worked with me. And so you see how is this what you were kind of talking about? Something that's just really streamlined, walks them through, teaches them something. So for you, you'd probably need a whiteboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do a whiteboard. I think what we could do is we just have to be mindful, like to do these kind of edits. Well, every time I show everyone to do these kind of edits, there's a lot more production there. We can do that, but we'd have to map that out and we'd have to talk about what we would be creating this for, and because these are obviously fully edited. But it's also, I had 5 years of events, right, that I was able to pull from, just make simple edits.
It probably doesn't have to be. It probably doesn't have to be like even this intense. No. It would just be more like, more connected. I mean, literally, it's just like straight information. I went full on because I had a huge production team and I have billions of film, right? So the content was literally just me face to camera. The other stuff was stuff that I pretty much already had. So now this is my VSL. And this is, so it goes from that series. Gosh, it's making me really want to use this phone again, you guys. It's making me go from that series. This is the VSL.
Beautiful dream.
And then it goes to a sales page.
So are you saying that the video series? Is that what you mean?
Pardon me?
What's VSO?
Video sales letter. So instead of a sales letter, it's a video sales letter, which basically says everything that you're about, exactly what I just taught you, and what you're going to get, right? So that's what this VSL does. Now, I can send you the series to peep at it, but I just, I kind of talk about the pains,
change your reality.
And I'll send this to you, and you have to watch the whole thing. But I say, this is what the pains are. Let me just shift you a bit. This is what I was able to do, and this is the formula that I created to help get there, right? So then that's what the VSL does. Now, what sells it is the sales letter. So this is where the actual sales letter comes into play, right? Like why you should get this, all that, what's in it, right? What's in the course, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And so, this was an automation sell. So like we did monthlies, we did one-offs, 1 years, and we did lifetime ownership, and it was a course.
Right.
So, so this alone, Jodi, I think would be great for you. And it's really simple to navigate, because you're just saying, okay, I need an intro video. These are the 2 content videos. And then if you even we could either, like the people that are there that listen to you speak, we could have them saying something about you. We have 2 from Orlando events that could be edited together.
Yeah, the one that the girl did from Halifax, what was her name? She didn't get it right. So I don't know if we can really use that one. Calvin was good.
Oh,
I can't remember what her name was.
Is it Robin?
Robin.
Yeah.
Well, she kept saying, she kept mixing up TFSA. She kept calling it TSA. I don't know what she's doing. I'm like, you're Canadian, man. Like, you should know this. Like, you're one Canadian. Like, you should know TFSA.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's all right. We can always get others, and I can do one for you, right? Brian can do one for you. We can do them a bit more mindful. At the event, those are just kind of bonuses. He said, let's just do those for you guys. And I think because everyone was already in their own head with their own filming, they just weren't prepped for it.
Yeah, I know. And Calvin's was really good. I think his was really good.
Great.
I didn't see it, but I think his was really good. And then what I'm doing is the people that I'm taking through the course right now, I'm looking to get video and written testimonials from them as many as
excellent.
possible.
Great. So that's kind of stuff that can be edited in. So again, now let's just get very mindful, because what we're doing with you, what we've committed to doing is, what did we say? 5 to 8 straight to camera content films, Victoria? What was, I just want to make sure what exactly.
Yes, 5 to 8 content films.
Jodi. Because again, as you know, yeah. So we can do anything. It just comes down to making sure we stay within the guidelines of what, we've all agreed to. So yeah, 5 to 8, which I think we could easily do 8 content films. They're face to camera, super high quality, just like, the others that you've seen before, and, mics and all of that good stuff. And this could be included in that, because you could literally just do the steps, if that's something you want to do.
And then the other thing I need is, do you have like a format for like a webinar? Because one of the things I want to come out of this with too is to have my online webinar that I can do like a live webinar until I get my sales to a point where it's like 10%. And then eventually I'll evergreen that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys have access to it. You just haven't needed it yet. It's the webinar outline. I have a complete, huge guide that you literally walk through every step by step, every line of the webinar. And then I give you the exact outline of what to put in every single slide to make a sale. So I probably could pull it up to show you as well. I'm going to finish
my whole filming of my course by Thursday this week, I think, for my Canadian course at least.
Awesome.
I still have some stuff to fill in for the US one, but the Canadian stuff will be done. And then other than that, the US one will be potentially done. Because I can always add more, right? Like I can always add, but for the Canadian stuff, like I feel like there's a lot of content in there and ready to go. And most of that stuff's just going to be like cloned over for the US, but I do need to come up with one module from scratch for the US still.
Yeah. Let me show you. Let me show you what we've got. So this is a simple outline, but then we have a complete guide and a complete outline. I can show you that. And it's literally step by step to follow it. I'm just gonna get my webinar stuff out. Kristen, one of our inner circle, she doesn't show up to inner circle because she does her private calls still, and that's what she likes the most. Can you see this purple one?
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you while it's on my mind, did Gabriel Bernstein go through you?
Gabriel Bernstein. I don't know if I know that name. Do we know Gabriel Bernstein?
I noticed that you liked one of her things on Facebook. She's like the
motivation, Gabby Bernstein.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a male, Gabriel Bernstein. No, but I know her really well. Gabby Bernstein, she's like extremely famous personal development. We did work with her early on our personal development years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've spoken on stage with her. Yeah, she's awesome. We knew her back in 2006. Yeah.
Yeah, because I follow her a little bit. I saw her books and stuff.
She's awesome. Yeah, she's a dynamo. I got a good idea. I should reach out to her. She'd be a really great person to have at our events. Her and Regan Hillary. I've been in connection with Regan Hillary. She actually loves what Hanale's doing, and she wants to push Hanale's book. And we're in similar space. Do you know who Regan Hillary is?
No, I don't know her.
Yeah, she's another online dynamo. She's really gotten deep into the spiritual space. So she was onlining. She went really deep in the spiritual space. So she kind of pulled a lot farther away from me, but she's, because I just don't get too woo-woo on business, and she's super woo-woo. And, but she really loves how to lay stuff. So she wants to help. She's worth following as well.
Well, one of my friends, Nasira, she did a book called Life Reset with Jerry, Jerry, same publisher, and she's got like her whole course done. Like she's got all the course content, but she hasn't got it on a platform, and she's like lost confidence, and she spent like a
send her
boatload
our
of
way.
money.
Send her our way.
I know she's just scared of any high ticket right now because she got like that whole Jerry it was 60 grand, and she actually dropped out of it because she was like, I can't. And she actually spent 40, and then she just said no more. But I mean, it just went as a loss, right? Because she just was like, I don't want to spend another 20,000. But anyways,
let her know she can get something done within 3 months. If it's done, literally, we could get, if she's done within a month, we could get it completely finished and designed within a month. So if that's the case, if you give her something special, you can say, look, I spoke to them. They'll give you a special opportunity, right? Because that is the reality. The reason the length, Jodi, is because most people don't know what to do. They haven't gotten it done. They need deep instruction. This way, if it's done, we can turn them over quickly.
Oh yeah, like she has everything. She just has no confidence in her, and she keeps going like, oh well, it's like such a fluffy topic, and like there's people making 6-7 figures off of fluffy topics. It's all how you do it.
That's what the people want these days. That's all they want.
Yeah.
They're so burned. Okay, so again, this is the outline. So just so you know, we'll give it to you again, but it is what we have inside of the Inner Circle Hub as well, and it is step by step. It's just in 4 parts: the setup, the proof, the body, and the offer. Kristen wrote hers in 3 days. We fully designed all the webinar slides, and she rocked it, and she hit like 17K in her very first webinar she's ever done because she just followed the steps.
Okay, I'm going to do that. This is my goal for next week then.
I get all my filming done. If you follow this step by step, you'll nail it.
Okay, and you guys will like make it pretty. So I don't even have to worry about putting my stuff on there. Just put the...
No. Just make it super basic. We'll give you your template. You'll make sure, because your template's pretty simple. We already have all your branding. We'll make the template and then we design it.
Perfect. Okay, I will do that.
Okay, so put that on Jodi's list and make sure that she's going to do slides, and we'll get her slides designed. That's part of Jodi's project. And then, so let's just get through this list then. What you may not know now, but if you do, we need to know. So Victoria has a film plan for you and like locations, etc. How we're doing your content films. If we're doing these 3, this lead up, that's fine. You just have to have a plan for it. So you know exactly what's in it, what you're doing for it. And then we'll nail it down in one of the super beautiful rooms at that villa.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, if there's anything else, again, like I want to be fully automated. You see that I have my ClickFunnels book thing. You see that my Kajabi thing. Do you guys have access to my Kajabi thing?
No, I don't think so. Hey Star, what is Jodi needing still for book funnel then? Is it on, I know we need OTO that moves them into.
It's basically a thank you video.
Course.
Yeah, the thank you videos, I know that, yeah.
Thank you video on order form or thank you video on?
On the book funnel, on the order form, yeah, page 2.
Okay, so after they have ordered.
Yeah.
Awesome. So are you talking about OTO or are you talking about thank you video?
Thank you video and then offering the OTO.
Okay, so there shouldn't be 2. We should have a order form video right before they make the order and saying, guys, like reminding you to get, you can say, hey, it's Jodi, so pumped that you're getting this. Make sure you get the, whatever the call to action should be. Is it the bundle? Is it like on the order page?
Yeah, there's no videos at all at the moment. So they are the first page and then the second.
Okay, great. Right. So order form. So let's make a list so she has a video plan. So we need an order form video and then we need an OTO video. Oh, I love that. Looks hot. That's excellent.
So yeah, so this is my Kajabi sales page so far, which I'll replace, I guess, this with like I need some video footage.
Mm-hmm.
So this is, I'd like to go through this and see if there's anything else to put in here. because she's still working on it, but I have to give her a bit more direction. And then this is my course. So this is what my course looks like in Kajabi.
I really like the layout of Kajabi. I think it looks nice. It's clean.
It looks lovely.
Yes. So over here on the side, I've got all these, I have all my partner logos with click through to landing pages. Mm-hmm. And then this is all the stuff that's turned on so far that I have videos for.
Wow, you did it. Look how long you've got it.
Yeah. And then deal analysis and staying secure. These guys are all done. They just need to be turned on the next 2 Saturdays. And then I'm just filming the rest of the syndicated deals and turnkey. I've got all my partner videos done for these 2 things. And I just have to film my slides basically. And then, so like my slides look like, this is basically what my thing looks like.
Okay, here we are in the arm's length mortgage section. So the arm's length mortgage.
So that's basically.
So here we are in the arm's length mortgage section.
I guess I have some editing to do there.
What is an arm's length?
I didn't realize I had that. So yeah, that's the format mostly that everything is done in.
Yeah, as long as you're giving people instruction and they can follow it, then that's all that matters. Most of the time, they're simple. They just need instruction in a way, if they have more questions, to work with you closer. That's the whole point. Give them what they need. If they can figure it out, great. If they can't, they need to talk to you. And I would put in every single one of those modules that need help, feeling stuck, book a call with me. Calls are $500, right?
Oh, yeah?
Like that. Yeah, every one of those. Every time I do that in my courses, like I've kind of moved away from courses, obviously, this last year and a half. But every course that I've ever done, every single module says, hey, feeling stuck, book a call. And even we put those in some of our sales material that says, this will include 1 call, or if you pay, it includes 1 call, which then you can keep them. It's kind of a sales process. You just, either say that let's say you could do this in your OTO. You could say, I'm really happy that you got Beyond the Banks. This is the exact book. I walk you the steps of being a private lender. In fact, I've also created a video course that goes along with all the instruction I put inside of the book to guide you along the way. I'm happy to, I'm excited to have you get that course. There's a one-time opportunity to get that course now for, $797 instead of the normal retail price of $997. And with that course, for a special opportunity, you will get a 1 call with me, or a consultation call directly with me, to utilize at any time while you're working through the course. So now you are securing their need for you, and you're getting them 1 call, so they're getting to meet you, so that when they do get stuck, they're going to need more of you.
Yeah, because what I was thinking about doing is, like, once I have these first people flush through it and I have everything done and I totally have confidence around it and I have a kick-ass webinar, I want to actually put the price up to $19.97, and then on the webinar sell it at, say, $14.97 or $12.97.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah,
like
and that's those are all good positions. Like, and it's always great if you include, and a high ticket like that, anything over $1,000, instead of making the sales on the front end to get 1,000, you get 1,000 and you make the call. That's a much better conversation.
You make take a lower amount and then have a consult call.
They purchase. I'd rather them purchase first and include a call than making sales calls to sell. So it's just adding in. So if you did 19, you say, look, on the webinar, the offer is normally 19, although today, those of you on the webinar, it's for 14. And, for the first 10, I'm including a free consultation call to utilize in the beginning or at any time you get stuck. So now you're anchoring in the relationship.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I get what you're saying. So rather than saying, like, I see what you're saying. Like, right now, manually, I'm doing consults that try to sell at $997 rather than getting them to pay and then have that consult after.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just a much better move. So we can work on that when it comes to your webinar. We'll work on that offer because that's like one of the best ways to use like limiters at the end. It includes that super sexy bonus at the end. Like there's certain things that you add in to make it an irresistible offer. A limiter, a bonus, and live conversations is such a bonus. People that know they're going to need help to physically get help from someone, it's a big deal. You know,
Okay.
it's a big. So,
and what
yeah,
I
so
can
that,
do is I can spreadsheet someone's stuff out, and then I would be open to charging for that, like $300 or something.
yeah, yeah. And inside of your course, I would put that in every one of them. Are you feeling stuck? Do you need some help? Normal consultations are $497, but because you're in the course, they're $300 or $297. And then you just have an order form, and they pay there, and they go into your schedule. I'd be all day long. If you get somebody buying on the inside of your course, they become clients. Every single person that's ever booked a consult from inside of a course has always become a higher ticket client because you know they need help.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I would implement that immediately inside there. If she's already doing it, just put in the $300 consult. Say it's normally $500. Put that in, and then let's really get dialed in on that specific list that you're going to fill. We know we need for sure the order form, reminding them, hey, get this, get the bundle, get the audio, get the bundle, like whatever that offer needs to be on the order form that you want them to focus on. Like for me, I would say, don't forget, get the audio, right? So that's my offer on the order form for my book funnel. And then the OTO is where you are thanking them for getting the book. This is what the book is, and this is what you're going to learn inside of it. I also have a very special opportunity, one-time opportunity. I put together a video course that goes along with the book. It teach you, walk you through every step along the way. Normally it's, normally it's $1,997, but today you have a special opportunity to get that. And so we just put the number down below. You wouldn't even say that number. You say normally it retails at $19.97, but today there's a special opportunity, and maybe you do sell it for $9.97. That's automation on the one-time offer. So it's like a crazy offer. And, and when you do purchase the course right now, I'm also going to include a 1-hour strategy session, which normally costs $500. So that'll be the script for that OTO. So those are two really important ones.
Rhonda, do you think that I'm realistic to think that I could sell 15 courses, sign up 15 people per week with my webinar?
You know, it's a tough question to ask. All of it's loaded, right? So it depends on traffic coming forward, like where are they coming from, right? So if you have a great webinar and you invite 25 high quality people already know that you want it, that's an easy sale. But if you're going cold traffic and you're bringing cold traffic into a webinar to selling them, it's a lot more difficult. So we have to back out the numbers then. You say, if I'm going cold traffic, I'm going heavy on my marketing, we have to look at what is the cost per acquisition of even a lead, right? So when you go, when we do our marketing and you look at what's the cost per acquisition of this person, that takes time. That takes anywhere from, sometimes a month to 6 months even to figure out how to really dial in that right audience. What's it going to cost to get them? What am I willing to pay for them? Like when we do marketing, I'll be willing to spend up to $100 on some of the leads, at minimum even, because I know my offers are much higher. Like when I did my 30K and 30-day challenge, I had a big goal for that. I wanted to hit $1 million with that for a $97 product. And my goal was I was willing to spend $100 even to get a $100 sale. Problem was they were the wrong audience. They weren't ready. It was because they're spending $97. They weren't seeing the value that they got from me. So they're spending $97, but they weren't upsellers. There was a week on the back end of the upsell. So the upsells didn't work like I wanted them to because it was the wrong audience. The price point was so low, right? So then I'm like, the cost per acquisition was $100, and in the back end, it just didn't produce profit because the people weren't ready to move. So you have to always, we look at that. It's okay, if I've got a $2,000 course and I'm running, let's say it costs me $300 to acquire one of those buyers, well, that's obviously profitable. It's just amount of traffic that you want to spend on the marketing, and it's the amount of front end you've got. I mean, so there's a lot more factors that ride into it.
Right.
Is it possible? Sure. Anything's possible, especially if you're on, stages or you're building an audience that is really keen with your stuff. I mean, you've got sponsorship. So if we look at where to focus our energy, I would look at where is the most value. So let me give you an example. Right now, starting our year, I haven't done a webinar. I really don't feel like it. I'm making bigger alignments with higher quality people. So for instance, right, for you, you've got great referrals. I'm like, I'm just gonna align along with Jodi because they're higher level people, right? It's less energy for me, a higher quality person, right? I'm going towards more of the B to B clients, helping them, like I'm doing a licensing deal in 15 minutes with a client, helping them license their course to corporations because they have a process. Like those are more enjoyable than the B2C for me. So I would look at where is your energy going to be best used for the higher profit.
Okay.
Right? So, I mean, there's certain groups, there's certain stage talks that you can do. I mean, you killed it from your stage talk. So
yeah,
you know that
the stage in those podcasts where there's video.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are super effective. And I want to get my podcast going, like, you know, by like May, June, I want to get that launched. Because I think I can, you know, I have lots of content. I can bring in all my sponsors. Like that'll feed me
that'll load you up. I mean, you could even, like I've been doing, if you notice, I've been doing my studios here. I've been doing interviews here because I want them to be a higher level quality podcast. So, and I haven't even relaunched it yet. So the same thing, you line up like really high quality shows. I run them live right now or on Facebook, but they're not in the podcast as of yet. So I want to see what people are liking. But man, you load them up and then you can launch it, and then it launches really quality.
Right.
So I would look at then just really focusing on where's your best energy going to go. You know, a webinar can work. It just matters, where do you want your energy to be? Like, are you getting higher conversions when you're going to stages and you're going to B2Bs or B2Cs, right? Like, where's your best energy at, and what's the highest closing rate? I close the best live on stage, right? I close the best, but I have to do webinars because I live where I live. So it's not as easy, right? But I would prefer to do most of my closes on stages. But because of my history, you can now reach out to people.
Give me a minute. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to ask, well, I mean, that's the thing too, like with the stage, is that I don't have like the most incredible flexibility with the whole stage and travel at this point. So, and then, you know, Hunter's going to be in kindergarten in September.
Well, that's why it's smart to do both. I mean, I would really get your ground game and your online game. Like, I don't speak nearly as much as I used to because I don't want to travel that much. I mean, maybe 4 times a year. I pick where I want to go on a holiday, and then I find the spots to do, right? Like, so that you have to really look at your lifestyle, right?
Yeah, right.
But I definitely say you doing the webinar is absolutely something you want to do. And then we'll just look at strategically the best place. I mean, we're going to start, this is great to know. We're going to start the Get Booked program, the process starting in January. And this month, Jessica, my partner, lives here, who's also the LinkedIn expert. She's going to come to the event, so you'll get to meet her. That's when we're going to write the pitch of specifically how we're doing the reach outs. We're going to pick the whole market. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Because that's going to be a really big one, babe. Like, that is really, like, if you're going to pick where to put your energy, we do a webinar. You can run Facebook ads, but you could literally use that webinar as a lead magnet to these clients that we're doing reach outs to.
Yeah. Right? That's good. Yeah.
So having that set is great. You know, just where you put it, right, is better.
Right. Okay, cool. I know you have another call coming up. So
yeah, we've got another call. But so what I want you to do, so I know I have an idea, but I'd love for you to just write down specific. This is what I'm getting done. So we know it's got to be the order form and the OTO. We know we have to do that on the funnel. The next is, are you doing this video sales kind of video series, mini series? And if you are, then just write out, should be probably 4, more of an introduction, 2 content pieces, and then a call to action video. Are like the best. So if we can put that together and kind of give a encompassing way that you're going to guide them through, but it's got to be content based, right? So it's really got to be content rich in those in the video series to get them to want to get the course, right?
Okay.
So that video series could lead them into the fourth one, actually, Jodi, could be your webinar.
Right.
Right? So the fourth video could be the webinar where they're like, wow, this is incredible. And you say, look, I've also put together, and it all can be in email and text, I put together another masterclass for you. It's live now, and it's you then selling the course.
Okay.
That's probably a better way. Let's do an intro of what it is, 2 high quality content films, and then the fourth one will be the one where you're introducing them or inviting them to the masterclass, because they're already used to you giving them lots of content. Then they'll come to the fourth one because it's like the culmination, and that can be the webinar, and that can be this goes to the sales.
Okay. So 2 high quality content, and then
Yeah.
3, and then number 4 would be the webinar.
What's up, Victoria?
Yeah, just a quick question. What length of time would you recommend for the 2 content?
Say that again, babe.
You're ordering your coffee. I can lip read.
You heard me. I was like,
I need coffee. What length of time would you recommend to Jodi for the 2 content pieces? Because usually we say kind of 5 to 8 minutes on these mini trainings, but with something a bit more in depth, it might be a little longer.
Yeah, so because those would be a bit more detailed, probably anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, what we'd have to do then, we would just make like 1 is equal to 2, because obviously we have an agreement with the filmmakers as well. All the content films have to be anywhere from 5 to 8. That's typical. But if it's a face to camera and they're 15 minutes long, you're fine. But if we go into the 30-minute, we have to kind of say, look, if we're doing 8 videos, 8 films for this, because we got to stay on point as well. Is that
let's keep them within 5 to 8.
Yeah, keep them in 5 to 8, because I think it's more interesting anyways, is it keeps them moving forward. The reason why in my funnel, if you notice, I had to have the push through button, it was because they were so long and most people weren't watching them. So this is what that's actually what happened, is I had to do the push through button. That funnel was supposed to be get the first one, email, the next one's ready, go to it. This one's ready, go to it, over a 5-day period, but it was too long. So they weren't going back because they never finished the first one. So I would stick with, you could go up to 15 minutes if needed for a content film like that. Yeah, good question, Victoria. Yeah, we don't want to overpromise and then, it not be, suitable to what the time frame, what we're doing. So I think that would be great for those. And then I would pick at least, 4 content films, like content rich films that you could do for either marketing or that you may need in your course. Like it could be a really quality welcome video. Like Ondi did all of her content films were just welcome videos into her modules. So sure, her course was like a really beautiful standing one. Like I've got a really new killer one. Like let me show you, because this is something you would probably love, Jodi. And it's a really quality way of showcasing really quickly, but showcasing your welcome into, let me show you. Where'd they go? Of course, when every time I know I have it, I can't find it. Right?
Oh, I know. I actually went into the document that Star built for me. And I created a whole new page and tab just for all of the stuff, because I'm like constantly bugging these poor girls. I'm like, where was this? And I'm like, why am I not just like cutting
stuff is always everywhere. I have so much content that comes to me that it's literally seems like it's always just everywhere. The amount of films that I've got. Oh, here we go. I did put it in the right place, under films. That's the right place to put it. So something like this, Jodi, like this is, so you'll start to see this everywhere. Hi, it's Rhonda Swan. I'm the CEO and founder of the Unstoppable Branding Agency. Like 48 seconds. We are a complete brand solution, a multimedia company that focuses and is dedicated to entrepreneurs and professionals, helping them. So it's just my intro, but it's exactly what they're going to get. This will go on our UBA page, and then it'll be marketed now. People are like, I'm going to start seeing this, and it's very quality. It's super clean, 40 seconds, but it could be a welcome into your course.
Yeah. This is what I did. I want to show you just really quick, like just like not go into too much, but can I share my screen for a second? I just want to, where is it? I think this must be it right here. So this is my welcome.
Welcome again to Beyond the Banks Academy. My name is Amanda Bento.
Oh, why is she showing up? That's crazy. Let me see.
Welcome again to
I don't know why she's showing up in here. That's
Beyond the Banks Academy.
Oh, maybe that's her. Hang on. I hate that when I go to show something, it's like right here and then something wacky.
Oh, believe me, this is my life. I always have everything organized, and then you're like, and when people are watching, you're like, gee, I don't have it.
Yeah, I know.
I've been putting all of my pitch slides and everything together, so everything's in one place with an organized name now to make sure when I have talks about certain things, I'm not searching for it.
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Banks Academy. My name is Jodi, and I am super excited to have you here.
Yeah, it's great. Difference is, it's great, okay?
Yeah, I mean, yours is more polished.
Exactly. I was going to say, do you see the difference in, you want those on the inside always, right? Always. Doesn't even matter. Half the ones I said, just like this. But you also want something that is so overly sexy and really hooky in the opener and something for the outside. That's why it's so great for your book funnel. We're doing these because those are they solidify. So I would do a welcome just like this here.
Okay. So redo this welcome page.
Yeah, I would redo your welcome just so it's like, wow, this is dynamic.
Okay. Okay. Well, I still have the script, so.
Yeah. It'll be easy. So just write down what your video plan should be so that we have it. We will be able to share it. It's either going to be Solomon or Javen because we're only doing content films. We're not doing brand films. So.
Well, the other thing too is at the very end of the course, I wanted to ask you about that. At the very end of the course, to go and do a closing video that would upsell them to something else. I don't know what I'd upsell them to, but
consultation then, like your high ticket stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Like I would do absolutely. Then I would do an upsell call to action in there that says, I'm glad that you took the course. So hopefully you got some results. You might still be stuck, or maybe you didn't get a finalization, what you were wanting. Why don't we do this? Let's book a call with me right now. We can discuss how I can either help you for the next deal, or I can mentor you into higher level investments, right? Just like that, because that's the kind of stuff, especially this group, really will, take on, because that's what they need. They actually need a bit of help to get that thing done. Because there's probably questions they've got are going to come and run deep.
And then my last question, and this is something we can just kind of food for thought as well, but as you're getting to know who I am, right? And in terms of doing different talks, on that media page, there's 3 different talks. And I want to kind of figure out, I definitely want to do something with the book sponsorship, which is going to be sort of right after this. I'm going to jump into that. And, but, just keeping, I guess, as you get to know me, if you kind of hear some things that are unique.
Yeah, what could be a good talk. Let's make sure that we go through this stuff too at the event during this week. We've got so much time together, Jodi. And this is actually when the best work's going to come out. We're not rushing around like the other events. We're not just trying to get stuff done. You've done it. Now we're thinking about it, and let's really map out that media kit with the talks, and let's really digest what you can deliver, and let's talk about the problems that you can solve. I'm in that same process now. I'm establishing what my talks I want them to be, because the things that I'm doing are different. I'm not selling courses anymore. I'm not doing programs. We're doing, PR, media, my new tagline. You even want to think that way. We're now a multimedia PR and design firm that's dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and business owners reposition their brand to go from being the world's best kept secret to the world's best known expert, utilizing PR, media, placements on Entrepreneur Magazine, Success Magazine. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that you have to go, this is who I am. And okay, based on this now new motto, tagline, let's position my talks. So now I have new talks about PR, the value of how visible brands get paid more. Like I've never talked about that, but I've been doing so much research just because I changed the tagline, or I'm now identifying what the new vision is. And then all those talks come out of that vision, right? So I have to talk about.
I guess I'm so into this private lending thing, and I want to kind of expand out of that. Yeah. I want to get automated with it. Then I want to expand out of it. I want to go into the book sponsorship, and then I want to expand so that I can, because the book sponsorship is something that really can be an international market, whereas my private banking stuff is really specific to US and Canada.
Yeah.
And then.
Well, then why don't you do this, Jodi? And we do have to jump off because the other ladies will be joining. Why don't you do this? Let's do that talk. If there is a book sponsorship talk that you can do here, like we can do a segment of you talking to them about private lending, about your story, about private lending. Why don't you do a segment, a 30-minute segment about book sponsorships? That is exceptionally valuable, Jodi.
Yeah.
Like so valuable. And then you can practice it, and then you can see how you feel about it. And right. So now you can have a segment. That's something that I'll want to learn. That's something that Yumiko will want to learn. That's something that we all will. And I'm sure the other three that are there will want to learn. Right. And then if it's a big topic, then I might even be able to get you a position for the VIP day to talk about that.
Yeah. Cause I definitely want to license that course once I get it.
Yeah.
And
so let's practice that.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's do that. So before these girls jump off, we got the plan. Let's write down the plan so that we're ready, and then we can dissect it even deeper before you get here, so you know what my scripts are, what I need to talk about. If there's any questions, then we'll make sure you get it down. We got lots of time, darling. We are going to nail this. All right.
Yeah, we're going to nail it.
If there's extra film that you feel that you need extra film, then let us know, and we can make an arrangement with the filmmaker for a day price so that we can do if we need to do extra filming. Okay. So, but we will get everything that we possibly can get done in our time. But if you're like, I really need this, let Victoria know, and she can let you know if it's exception or if it's not. But there's always space to do more stuff. I always go as deep as I can for film, as like hard as I can, because you will always use it as well.
Yeah, and I think I'll be a little bit more I want to be more prepared with scripts this time, because last time I was like, wow, I don't know what to do.
I know. But that happens. That's normal. That's normal. Everyone does it because it's the first time. You cannot prevent it. You can't be so prepared. You don't even know what to expect. Now you get it. Now you're ready.
Right. Okay,
all right, my dear. Great to see you.
Okay. Thank you. You guys send me this. Can you send me this webinar, Star Victoria?
Totally.
Just because there's a lot of little information in there.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely. All right, girls. Unstoppable. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Isabel should be jumping on any minute. She's just finished the meeting.
Victoria.
Sorry. So her lady is
recording.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.